Hello everybody, this is Frost Tanking Heroics, and today's instance is going to be Drak'Tharon Keep. Now, I gotta say, I love this instance. I like whenever I join the random dungeon finder, and everybody clicks the OK button or accept or whatever, and then this loading screen pops up on my screen, because I see that and it's just great. This instance, number one, it's very easy to lead a party through, because it's a very linear instance. Like after every pool there's only one direction to go. Like it's very straightforward. As soon as you start, it basically leads you through to the end. So leading a party through this place is very simple. Number two, all of the bosses in here are very simple to tank as well. I think I'm trying to think of an easier instance to tank than this one, but I can't come up with one. Maybe Utgard Keep, but Utgard Keep even has some things that are more complex than this place. Overall, I like this place because it's very simple, and let's just go ahead and get on into it. The first part of the instance begins with some very normal trash pools, so I'll take this opportunity to tell you about this new rotation that I've been playing with. Whenever I'm in a group with a bunch of high DPS, like my buddy Nap there, who is a very high DPS Retribution Paladin, I like to start off with a Death and Decay, and then follow up with a Howling Blast, and then a Blood Boil. This puts a lot of high threat on all the mobs around you without using any diseases. And then what you do is, whenever your runes come back up, your Howling Blast will be ready as well. So you use another Howling Blast, and that gives you another spike of threat. And from there, you're going to spam Obliterate in hopes of getting a free Howling Blast. But if that doesn't work for you, then you'll spam Blood Boil and just keep tabbing through the mobs and hitting Rune Strike as it becomes available to keep threat high. It's a little more micromanaged than spreading your diseases, but I find that not very many DPS can pull aggro off of me when I use this. And I don't know yet if it's gear dependent, so I encourage you guys to try it out for like 3 or 4 heroic runs. Unless it's like horribly not working for you, then don't do it. But yeah, I'd like to get your feedback on this particular rotation and see what you guys think of it. You can see here the mobs are sticking to me pretty well. In this last pull here, I have to wait a couple of seconds for the other 2 mobs on the right to join the fight. So it's kind of tough for me. I'm like just waiting. I have one targeted. I'm waiting for my Howling Blast. Here comes the 3rd guy. Finally use it, and then I death grip the 4th guy. It's pretty weird though, seeing a Death Knight tank without using diseases. So for this room, I like to drop my Death and Decay so that the edge of the Death and Decay is sitting outside of the hallway, so that while I'm pulling these guys, the Abomination will patrol into the edge of my Death and Decay, and then he'll attack me. This allows me to either get the whole next group or pull him as a single pull. In this case, he comes as a single pull, and this time I do use my diseases because he's a single target, and we just take him down like normal. After this, you clean up the rest of the room, and then you're at Trollgore, the first boss of the instance. Trollgore is literally just a tank and spank fight. He used to be hard back when these heroics first came out, but he's not tough at all anymore. So all you do is tank him, keep high threat, and let your DPS and heals take care of the rest. The next room is a room full of spiders, and the bigger spiders, just before they die, will run away and try and summon up a bunch of smaller spiders. The smaller spiders can be a bit of a pain, so what you want to do is you want to pull the mobs in, and then before the bigger spiders die, the recluses, you'll want to use Chains of Ice on them. And it's okay to cast Chains of Ice before they start running, like I did on that first one, but I missed the second one, and have to death grip him back and then Chains of Ice him again. And then you do the same thing for the next pull in this room too. And I'd like to stress again that it's okay to cast Chains of Ice before the mobs actually start running. Alright, now we reach the second boss, Novo the Summoner. You're going to want to have some of your DPS run up the steps here on the left, and you can just start up the Novo's fight by standing in front of him or attacking him with Icy Touch. And what you'll be doing is you're going to hang out down here with one, maybe two of the DPS, and Novos is going to summon up adds that come out of the right and left hallways, starting at the right one. And you're just going to have to tank that ad while your DPS takes him down. You'll know the ad is coming when you see that raid warning. And what I like to do is drop my Death and Decay on the ad and then Chains of Ice him, so that the Death and Decay holds threat and the DPS can take him down. But I've never really had a Shadow Priest do it, so in this particular video we see that the Shadow Priest takes a while to take him out because the Shadow Priest has to apply dots and debuffs. So I just adjust my playstyle and actually go melee tank the next one and then cast Chains of Ice to get away. And then you're just gonna repeat this tactic for the next 2 or 3 mobs that he summons. Once these guys are dead, Novos drops his shield, and then you're going to melee tank him. Drop your Death and Decay because he summons up those adds, and Death and Decay will hold those adds to you and take them down quickly. Watch carefully for his target. If he has you targeted and he's casting Frostbolt or Wrath of Misery, if he's casting any of these at you, watch closely and then use your anti-magic shell. This will prevent some damage, give you some runic power, and it will make it easier on the healer to keep everybody alive. So Novos is down and you have an AoE pull in the next room, and then you're going to take out some dinosaurs through this next hallway. I guess it's technically not a hallway because, you know, a hallway would have walls and a ceiling. This place has no ceiling. But yeah, in this next room we take out the raptors. The first raptor's up in the front half of this room, and then you start tanking the next boss, which is this big devil sword guy. I like to leave my Death and Decay down for as long as I can in this fight and recast it when it fades, because you don't know when he's going to summon up an ad, and you don't know if those ones in the back of the room are going to come with him when he joins the fight. He does have an AoE Fear, and if you don't have someone in the party with Tremor Totem, you'll want to watch for the AoE Fear and use your Icebound Fortitude as it goes off, because he's going to chase you and he'll be able to attack you from behind while you're running away, and your Icebound Fortitude will help protect you from that. But in this case, I had a Shaman in the group, so I didn't have to do that. Here you can see me using my Pestilence overlapping tactic that I said that I showed you guys in Frost Tanking 101. And up the hallway, these mobs cast a Fear ability. It's not really anything to worry about. Just make sure you pull them far enough away from the second group that none of your party will run in and pull some adds. Alright, so the final boss of the instance is a fairly simple matter to tank. He has 2 phases. The first phase, he's going to let you tank him in your normal form, but eventually he's going to turn everybody into skeletons, as you'll see him do here. And whenever you're a skeleton, you're going to want to spam your 2 ability, which is Taunt, and that keeps him attacking you. Also, be sure to hit 3, which is Bone Armor. 3 will protect you from damage, 2 will keep him attacking you, and 4 gives you life back. So basically, after I've hit 2 and 3, I just spam 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over and over again, because no one else should be spamming Taunt. So your taunts that do make it through will hold the boss to you. And here you can see me clicking Death Chill over and over again. This is so that I can get a critical strike with my next Obliterate, and that helps keep threat whenever we all pop out of the skeleton form. And down he goes. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give that rotation that I showed you a shot. Let me know how it works. And yeah, until next time, go out and have fun. Cheers. I'll see you guys later. Oh yeah, and if you really like this video, please subscribe so you can see the next one coming out. I've got some pretty fun stuff coming up. See you guys.